Feminine energy from the masculine perspective. You know I gotta come for this, right? As consciousness expand, we become more aware. As we become more aware, we start to ask more questions. And as we ask more questions, you will find that some way, somehow, a perspective answer will be provided to you in a particular manner that is catered for you individually, right? That's how unique you are, each and every one of us. Yeah. By now, we should all know that we both have the masculine and feminine energy within us. What is more active depends on your appearance. Yeah. Currently, I appear to be more manly, of course. So therefore, the masculine energy is overly active. It's alive and well. But the feminine aspect within me is there too. Yeah. Let's go. Let's get very esoteric real quick. The left hand is controlled by the right brain. We call that the feminine. The right hand is controlled by the left brain. We call that the masculine. And in order to use these hands, I require both the masculine and feminine energy that is wired within my brains in order to have a balanced operation with this beautiful body. Yeah. So therefore, I have to cater to my feminine aspect, but cater her in a way that is, appropriate for myself. Because fuck what everybody got to say, isn't it? Only if you reach that level, of course. You know, I kind of came into the world like that. These perspectives are outworldly. So, traditional things don't really phase me, you know, normally how it goes. But of course, that is the conditioning of society and its standards, right? And that's a hierarchy. And within that hierarchy, the more you climb the ladder, you start to realize there are people pulling the strings, regardless. We know that they're there, but in my reality, they don't do much for me. So, to worry about them, I can't. It's minuscule. There's no point. Nevertheless, we have to cater to the feminine aspect within us men. How else do you raise a daughter? How else do you talk to your sister? How else do you talk to your mother, your aunties, or any other female outside of you? You got to be able to tap into that female, yeah? That softness, that gentle, you know what I'm saying? While still being a leader, you know what I'm saying? That masculine energy, because she can sense that, when you in your masculinity and you ain't phased about how you're presented or how you present yourself to the world and you just stupidly comfortable in your skin, fam, the world is yours. The world bends to your will with anything that you can think of, literally. You know what I'm saying? But of course, that is due to my eye. Yeah? Masculine scale, feminine scale. It's a balancing act. We gotta make sure that it's like this. And when it's like this is a straight line. And when it's a straight line, it's neutral. And when it's neutral, you can determine how you want to react. Whether it be a positive reaction or a negative reaction. Of course, this is still the masculine and this is still the feminine. So you can see how these things start to make a little more sense. Yeah? What if you were to use just one label to say the same thing? Things would get very interesting. Yeah? Positive, negative, dark, light, masculine, feminine, big, small. You see what I'm saying? Magnetic, electricity. Yeah. So therefore the body composed of all of these things, and therefore we have to cater to all of these things in a manner that is ma'at. We are taught by this by the ancients and it has been able to propel itself in history. Yeah. And certain culture has been able to keep it alive, while other cultures have purposely inverted these messages. Yeah. It's unfortunate because now I wouldn't call it an epidemic. In fact, I wouldn't give it any particular charge. We're just sharing observations and perspectives. And perspectives are infinite. As you know, there are infinite ways to do one thing. So keep that in mind as we share with each other. Yeah? Because all we only doing is sharing a perspective of an infinite being. So we shouldn't get too caught up on what's being said, but in fact, just watch and admire. They're saying something different out of you. They're sharing a perspective that is totally different out of you. You know what I'm saying? So let's just, respect it. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful harmony, indeed. You know, but respect her, cater to her. Truly, fellas, for real, for real. Unfortunately, currently, right now, we have the epidemic of a person that is male but feeling feminine, or the person that is feminine feeling like a masculine, right? And of course, there are infinite reasons as to why this could be hormones imbalances, you know, reincarnations of past karma, you know, influences of environment, influences of the parents, so many things that you can use. It don't quite matter. As you can see, there are infinite things. So to get fixated on this one particular thing will be very fertile for you in trying to get to the bottom root cause of this. So therefore, we should just listen and truly hear what they're saying. You know, we're in a society where many of us are not really taught anything that is within us. You know, there are societies in the eastern part of the world, India, for instance, are taught and given infinite amount of tools to self-evaluate self and, and self-mastery. You know, I had to go research these things and look it up, unfortunately, but most people don't find these things out, and therefore they end up going through life in a way that is pandemonium or seems like pandemonium when reality it is them that is dictating their reality, consciously or unconscious. Very deep stuff. It's layered, but it's not layered. Simple, but it's not simple. You know, duality, non-duality, many things, many lessons to be learned here within this dimension that is called Earth. And so we experience, we collect our data, and we recalibrate ourselves to see, what is good and what is not good, as it tends to go and tends to be, as this is the knowledge that is, with our free will, we are able to, see with a positive charge or with a negative charge, of course. But nevertheless, we're getting a little carried away, or maybe not. So I can just carry it into the same topic that we're still speaking on, correct? Yeah, man. Love yourself. By the way, when you do this, it's like a good stretch on the back, on the upper back. It's fire. Oh, snap. Excuse me. Oh, oh. But yeah, I love me some me. 100%. I hope you do. You know what I'm saying? How do you love yourself? With the feminine energy? How do you organize yourself? With the masculine energy? And so the goal is to bridge it together and work in unison together. But of course, it all starts with self, self mastery. Once you conquer yourself, oh boy, anything outside of you is bending the knee, as we'll say, or will be whatever you decide it to be. Truly, it's a very, very powerful thing once you're able to take back your mind, reclaim your femininity. Wow. still being grounded in your masculinity. Remember, it is a balancing act. It's a sine wave. Yeah? This is how our universe is. This is how we breathe. In, out. You gotta stay wavy through these things. You see what I'm saying? It is a sine wave. Our sun rotates like this. The moon rotates like this. Our energy is like this. If you stay high for too long, you best believe you're gonna have a very low low. But if you know how to stay neutral, uh-oh, things get very interesting. Because then, when you're neutral, you can look at it and give it a very exciting charge and make it move rapidly. And with a fast vibration comes with a particular high consciousness, perceptive high consciousness. Nevertheless, love yourself, respect yourself. It's a very simple thing, and it's free. I don't gotta pay nobody to love myself. Come on, bro. Come on. In the world of capitalism, it's free. Meditate, it's free. Breathe, it's free. Spread love, show love, it's free. You know what I'm saying? Until next time.